One of the first thinkers to explore the idea of supreme miniaturization, which would mature into nanotechnology, was the celebrated physicist Richard Feynman. In 1959, he gave a famous speech called "There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom." Here's an excerpt. "At the atomic level, we have new kinds of forces and new kinds of possibilities, new kinds of effects. The problems of manufacture and reproduction of materials will be quite different. I am inspired by the biological phenomena in which chemical forces are used in repetitious fashion to produce all kinds of weird effects." One of which is the author. So what do we do with this chip? Well, over here is an insert button. Puzzle solved. This actually solves one of the functions the ship didn't have before. A crossover switch. Let's flip it.
Transferring controls to Machine Pilot. Crossover chip operational. Machine Pilot has started takeoff sequence. Preflight check commencing. Please flip switch D1.
Even though Bismuth's now doing it, we still have to do this bit.
Please flip switch A3. Preflight check complete. Plane prepared for regulation flight. Machine Pilot, please select destination. Pilot has selected the statue. Selection is a regulation destination. Plane is prepared for non-regulation flight. Please choose a non-regulation destination or kill sequence.
That's strange. You think that he'd want to go to the frame of the sky. What's up, buddy? Okay. The statue it is.
Returning controls to human pilot.
Alright, it's in our hands anyways, in order to go to our last location.
Human pilot has started takeoff sequence. Preflight check commencing. Please flip switch D1. Please flip switch B2. Please flip switch A3. Preflight check complete. Plane prepared for regulation flight. Human pilot, please select destination. Pilot has selected the statue. Selection is a regulation destination. Plane prepared for regulation flight. Commencing departure.
As we dock right in the heart of Bismuth? In different places we would call that narcissism. In here it's more thematic. Seeing as this is his realm, the dreamer's realm of Ceres. Well, we got a walk ahead of us. So let's do that. And just take in one of the longest sequences of movement I've experienced in an adventure game. To me, this is familiar music. It's a little bit more relaxing, as we can see the frame right out there. Right out of the statue's headlight. say that this is what's inside of Bismuth's head. 3 different sections.
This piece provides a biting commentary on procedures and regulations. The artist seems to suggest that true greatness comes from learning how and when to disobey authority. To rebel is to succeed.
We learned about disobeying authority through the Bureau realm, Lila's dream. On the opposite side of each section is just some concept art, really to just appreciate. Well, we have the Bureau realm. Now we have...
Here, the artist explores the power of the machine. When freed from human bondage, the machine can control its own destiny.
the Spider Realm, Max's dream. The dreams of the 2 creators. The third can only lead to one other person.
By this point, the artist has begun to blend all previous influences into a style his very own. The plane, fittingly, is what lets that style take flight.
It's a person, more creation, but Bismuth himself. Each of the 3 realms. I do like this piece of concept art. The statue looking out into the open. And then there's the frame in the sky, but also the frame in his head.
Now the artist needs to cast aside all outside influence. For true inspiration, his style must crystallize into a unique vision. He clears his head, cleans his palette, readies a new canvas.
We must no longer imitate. We must create something original. Say hello to the artist, waiting very patiently. The puzzle here is Bismuth needs a canvas. Something to work with. So let's look at our printing press right here. And we got a jumble of stuff anyways, things that we can move around. Before we truly tackle this puzzle though, we can take a look at a bunch of different things. 2 buttons on the very bottom change the symbol that we work with from a square to 2 different symbols. Each connect to one of our 3 realms: the Bureau, the Spider, and Bismuth's realm. cannot be satisfied with painting by numbers now. There's frustration in being inside of a box. Coloring within the lines. We need something new. Something to really fit in the fantastic jazz that plays. So now let's truly look at this puzzle. We can certainly change the symbol so that it's a little bit better to manage. But we kind of already know the answers to this puzzle. The docent outside seeing that we need a blank canvas. Every single canvas, though, is, well, filled with something already. So what can we do? Well, just moving around each of the individual pieces that we have to work with might accidentally show that if we put two pieces on top of each other, the black parts will cancel each other out, creating a white space. It's a bit of a negative thinking puzzle. Putting things in the proper spot so that we can actually work it out. The twist in my head is that as we do this, we technically are not getting rid of the previous ideas. It's more that we're hiding them. I will say that the jazz kind of helps the theme that surrounds this whole thing. Because the best jazz is music that you ad-lib. Just kind of makeup that goes with the rhythm of everything around it. Which unfortunately was something, personally, I was never good at. The frame in the sky needed to be complete, not just blank.
A new world, a new beginning, born of the old and yet totally transformed, free of people, now and forever. It is therefore void of contamination. The artist's vision is irresistible, inevitable.
That's not a good message. Recreate everything. Start from scratch. Remove everything. There will be no pollution if there's nothing there that caused the pollution. There's really no other place we can go now other than to that frame. See where it takes us.
Human pilot has started takeoff sequence. Preflight check commencing. Please flip switch D1.
Okay.
Please flip switch B2. Please flip switch A3. Preflight check complete. Plane prepared for regulation flight. Human pilot, please select destination.
Alright, we should be able to go there now.
Pilot has selected the frame in the sky. This is a non-regulation destination. Plane is prepared for regulation flight. Please choose a regulation destination.
Why is it a non-regulation? Why is that?
Takeoff sequence killed.
Well, if it's a non-regulation, we should be able to just cross over.
Transferring controls to machine pilot. Crossover chip operational. Machine pilot has started takeoff sequence. Preflight check commencing. Please flip switch D1. Please flip switch B2. Please flip switch A3. Preflight check complete. Plane prepared for regulation flight. Machine pilot, please select destination. Pilot has attempted to select the frame in the sky. This is not currently a valid destination.
Okay. Let's think for a moment. What have we gotten so far out of this realm? Let's see.
Returning controls to human pilot.
The Church of the Machine, we got the crossover chip. The statue, we filled in the frame in the sky.
Human pilot has started takeoff sequence. Preflight check commencing. Please flip switch D1.
What is all of this nonsense about regulation and non-regulation flight? And what did we really learn from the Piazza? That was really the main thing that we didn't really get a tangible reward from. We need to pay attention to the information that we learned from the Piazza. The Piazza is our connection to the Bureau realm. So,
please flip switch B2.
Listen. Those 6 beeps, they only happen when we do this first switch. Those beeps kind of make me think about the game that we played in the Piazza. There's these caps that we can switch. Green light there, a red light over in the other corner. Maybe we have to defy authority once again, instead of obeying the instructions to make regulation flights.
This selection initiates the non-regulation pre-flight sequence. Please kill and restart sequence.
Yeah, it doesn't like that. And the beeps change. Now we're 4 spaces away from our red light.
Non-regulation. Please kill sequence.
If we think of ourselves as the green light, and Bismuth as the red light, then we have the same game that we did at the Piazza. I'm reminded of what was said in the Bureau. You're breaking every damn rule in the book. You know they shoot people for less around here. There might not have been a tangible reward in the Piazza,
Please kill sequence.
but sometimes the best reward is information, connection.
Pre-flight check complete. Plane prepared for non-regulation flight. Human pilot, please select destination. Pilot has selected the frame in the sky. This is a non-regulation destination. Plane is prepared for non-regulation flight. Commencing departure. Due to weather patterns, destination can only be reached by machine pilot. Please transfer controls to machine pilot.
It's always something. Well, at least we have the crossover chip in order to make this work.
Pre-flight check complete. Plane prepared for non-regulation flight. Machine pilot, please select destination. Pilot has selected the frame in the sky. This is a non-regulation destination. Plane is prepared for non-regulation flight. Commencing departure.
Where will this take us? See you next time for the finale.